These are all my new followers, right? Yeah, look at all these followers. Uh, so many followers. What? No. Trusty Bird is not a fake. um, uh, yeah, I was gonna share this link, but or I was gonna share the link to Trusty Bard, but I don't have any specific plans for Trusty Bard right now, so I'll figure that out. I'll figure out my plans for Trusty Bard for Twitty Bard first. Um, um, yeah, WYSIWYG is great for like quick stuff, but like I don't know. Once you really learn something, like, do you still really want WYSIWYG or like I tend to like once I really get to know something. I like WYSIWYG is good if like I have no clue what I'm doing. Like if I tried to make a website right now, I would want WYSIWYG because I'm not a web developer. But I don't know if I was making something like else, I'd probably want to like I'd probably want the real thing, like the genuine article. Whoops, I forgot how that works. um, yeah, so I was picturing like so like there's supposed to be chainmail pieces, uh, and then the cape would be there, but the cape wouldn't be there forever. The cape would be there for a little while because like you just got the pendant, so the pendant doesn't get replaced too soon. So the pendant is going to stick around for a while, and I don't even know what order these pieces are going to get replaced in. Oh yeah, and so then the legs might yeah, the legs might be similar to the top in that like it might be like I probably should stop using the brown I should probably stop using this leather tone for everything. I should probably introduce a third tone to this outfit, so that it's like so that it's not just brown and gray all the way across. But yeah, it won't be like the kilt anymore. It will be but well actually it won't be exactly the kilt, but it will be I think it will be it won't be the sandals. I'll put in boots or something. But I think it will be I think there'll be like another again there'll be like chainmail, kind of like a chainmail like kind of like a I don't know how to describe it exactly, but like if you picture like just like a really long shirt, like like a sleep shirt, like that comes down like below your waist a little bit, I guess. Like I don't know if that's exactly what I'll do, but that's what I was thinking at first. And then so wait, yeah, I really need another tone because like I can't just do everything in like this brown tone. So what if I went with like a darker tone? If I went with like eyeball tone, hey, stuff happens. What if I went with like this instead? Uh, I mean, I could add color. Right now, I don't have any color, so maybe color would be a good thing to add instead of that. But I was picturing like that, and then probably boots again, because let's be honest, you're gonna be wearing boots most of this adventure. Boots are just really practical, right? Oh yeah, and then the buckler was gonna have like a metal edge to it, and then oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so then eventually when you do replace the cape, I think it's gonna get replaced with something like so yeah, once you do eventually replace the cape, it's gonna take a while, but you know, at some point you do get rid of the cape, and then I think it's gonna be like I want to do something like mask a little bit, like like something like that. I don't know if it's gonna be like that exactly, but like I don't know. I was picturing like I don't know. So because like the idea of this gear is supposed to be like kind of like a raider, like and I might like I don't know. I might do like a metal trim around the helm or something. I don't know. I don't know if this is right, but like this is like at least this is like kind of what I was picturing. Uh, I could do yes, just so that the boots aren't whoops, just so that the boots aren't the same boring boots again. I could do what could I do with the boots? Um, uh, they could have. I was gonna say spurs, but like, why would you have spurs? um, I was like trying to think of like some way to add metal ornamentation to the boots. It's not really coming to mind though. Like what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could just put like I don't know. It doesn't have to make super much sense, but I'll just put like a thing, just like a metal. Oh, I could do like a metal heel or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to like think of something to differentiate it. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I don't know. I think this is like roughly what it might look like. There's no color to this though. Maybe that's okay. But like, hey Ibuto, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, I'm making. I'm going to make new character art. This is not the real character art. This is just whoops. This is just my sloppy draw over. This is what the character art actually looks like right now. But then yeah, I was thinking of like what comes next, and I think it might be something like this. All the thing that I don't know. The thing about this is that like none of the pieces here are very special. Like none of these individual pieces are very special. So I don't know. I feel like it just needs like a little something, like something to like clinch it a little bit. Maybe it'll look cool once I like. Maybe it'll seem cooler once I like make the chainmail, because like the chainmail I think will glint slightly, so there'll be like a much lighter tone that like. Oops, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. There'll be a much lighter tone that like. Oops, not like that, but like. And I could animate the glinting of the chainmail hypothetically. That's probably too shiny. That looks like sparkles. It looks like sequins. But I don't know, something like that. Whoops, not alpha. Good job, you guys. You guys got this down. You guys are expert. You're like the you're like that special team that deals with hostage negotiations. What are they called? Like I don't know. Like in a I don't know if that's actually a real thing, but like in TV, whenever there's a hostage situation, they call them like a special team. Now, what is this? What does this need? This outfit needs something. I don't know what. What does it look like with the effects? I just like looking at the effects, so let's look at what it looks like with the effects. That looks cool. Oh yeah, alright, so I don't know if this is gonna make it or not, but like one thing I was thinking is, oops, what did this do? Oh, I was just showing on the wrong layer. One thing I was thinking is that the mask doesn't just have to be a mask, it could be like a, I could actually like have like tails to it or something. That might be a little bit cooler. Yeah, maybe I'll call that like the idea. Maybe that'll be the plan. So like I don't know. Basically, I wanted it to be like the inspirations for this were like somewhere between like a soldier, a thief, and like a ninja. Like I wanted to like I don't know. I wanted it to look like slightly armored, but like still very agile and a little bit yeah, Ibito. Funny thing about the wings, that's a new system I added in early this week. I feel silly about it because it's the karma system, and so the players that have wings right now are like Lauren has wings. The players that have wings right now are the oh hey, someone leveled up, congratulations. The players that have wings right now are the top 10 all-time donators, because I added donations to the stream. Oh, Ibito, congratulations! So yeah, I just feel silly about that because I don't know. I just feel silly, but that's how you get wings. So only 10 people have wings. In the history of the game. Although which 10 people changes. So, alright, So yeah, let's let's do that. I don't know. There's a weird dot on this on the screen there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this the plan. So the next part of the plan, once we have the plan, the next part is to figure out how to upgrade these things. So the way I typically do that is to look at the order in which the player got the pieces leading up to this, and then find the ones that swap out cleanly so that you never look too crazy. Um, uh, and I know, because like right when you said you wanted wings, like I wanted to say you can get wings, but then to explain how you can get wings, I don't know. It's a the karma system. It's funny, like whenever, like I recognize this of other developers is like sometimes it seems like the developers are making it like intentionally putting something behind a paywall. They're intentionally putting something cool behind a paywall. But I swear to you, when I was working on those things, that's not what I was thinking. What I was thinking is, oh my gosh, people donated to my stream. I need to give them something really special because I really appreciate that. So it happened in the other order. I don't know if that makes it any better, but that was how it happens. On Monday I set up what was it? On Wednesday I set up donations, and then on Tuesday I added the wings because people donated, and I wasn't expecting it, and I didn't know how to express my gratitude, and so anyways, uh, right. Oh yeah. So okay. So this layer, I'm gonna slide this over, because I'm gonna redraw the pieces better. But that version was just so I had the idea of like how it all kind of fits together. So then, is there a weird discoloration on the helm or something? No? What is that about? I don't know what that is. Is that actually there? Am I just imagining it? Seems like there's like a weird like discolored patch right there. I don't know what that's about. I might have accidentally drawn over it at some point. What is that? Maybe it's just an illusion. Maybe it's not actually there. I don't know. I'll stop worrying about it. Is that on the real file? Sorry. Equipment, head, hood. Is there actually like a weird... No. I must have just accidentally like drew on the wrong layer or something. But it doesn't matter. Oh wait, that was the hood with the eye darks. What about the hood without the eye darks? Hood, no darks. Is there a weird line? No. It's not... No. That must have just been me. Alright, but it doesn't matter, because I'm switching this out soon anyways. Okay, so, what layer is that on, though? Sorry, it doesn't totally matter, but oh, there it goes. Oh, okay, I just drew it when must have been left over from when I was drawing the turtle. Okay, sorry, super important. So important. Okay, so yeah, let's look at the list of the order in which the items were earned up to this point. So the blackbird was the previous level. So the hood was the first thing. Oh, interesting. So the hood might be the first thing to get replaced, actually. Whoops, I just closed that. I didn't mean to close that. I meant to minimize it or something. The hood might be the first thing to get replaced. So the turtle might move like immediately. Would that look okay? Yeah, I think this getup would look fine with the helm instead of the. So that's like one of the advantages of like reusing similar color palettes is that the colors, they're like when you start swapping out items, it starts matching, and like I'll match the metals to the scepter. So for a little while you'll be a ninja with a scepter, but whatever. Or no, the scepter might get replaced pretty soon. All right. So yeah. So all right. So the first thing that gets swapped out is probably going to be. I'll move this over here because it's very small. Okay. So first the hood gets swapped out from the. Okay. So then the kilt. All right. Yeah. So the helmet gets swapped out, and then the kilt gets swapped out for what? I guess like. Hypothetically, you keep the sandals, because the sandals don't get swapped out until later. So you swap out the hood for the, the helmet, and then you swap out the the kilt for the so it'll be the black legs with like the black pants or whatever these are, and I think it'll include the metal skirt. I could do that as a separate piece, but I think the black legs by themselves would be too plain. I mean, I could do it differently. I could make it so that you get the I could make it so that you get the black pants and the boots sooner, because the sandals might look weird with the like the sandals you've had for a while by this point. You've had the sandals since before you got the shawl, the scepter, the pendant, and the turtle. And also they're the least practical. Let's be honest. Like in the snow environment, do you really want to be wearing sandals? You'd have to be a mystic to get through that, because you'd need like some sort of like magical zen about yourself to get through the snow wearing this garb. All right, so the oh, interesting. Yeah, as soon as I get rid of the hood and the kilt, then all of a sudden the only green left is the cape, which is kind of funny. All right, so I'll start like jotting these things down. I won't save it, but I'll start. So like, okay, so I will call this the helm, and then the black legs, I guess. Black legs, and yeah. So I mean, they're gonna do the black legs with the chainmail around the waist, or the black legs and the boots, and then bring in the chains later. We had black pants before. Oh no, we never had black pants. We had red pants and we had white pants. Right, the archer look had black in it, had black detailing, but yeah, no, it was primarily brown and white. So I think this is the first time you get black pants. I was like, is that going to be too boring? Is that going to be too repetitious? Is it going to sound like, or is it going to seem like you were just pulling out your old gear? But I think that should be fine, hopefully. All right, so yeah, I can figure that out later. I don't have to decide that right now. So what comes next? I'll draw in the black pants and then see which of those two things I like better at that time. So then, what was the most recent thing to have been upgraded after the? Wait, the armband and then the cape, really? All right, well, I think we're gonna keep the cape around a little while longer, because I think we're gonna keep the cape as long as we have the pendant, and then at the end we'll replace the cape and the pendant with the mask, drapey, tails, ninja, whatever. I think that's how that's gonna go. Oh, actually, sorry, something just occurred to me. Is no, this whatever. This wait, oh, never mind. I was just looking at my dashboard and I was like, am I broadcasting under creative right now or game development? But I think I'm broadcasting over game development by the fact that it says creative. I think that was left over from before. Okay. So yeah. So I'm not going to replace the cape immediately. Sandals. Okay, sandals would come next. So yeah, so maybe it does make sense to replace the boots. Yeah, so maybe when I replace the legs, I'll also replace the boots. And I'm not going to replace the cape immediately. So what would come after that? The shawl. So then I could do the chest piece. That's entirely doable. Yeah, sure. So it's like I'll call, I don't know, chain chest or whatever. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. and then huh. I was just, it's gonna, the very first piece that we introduce has the chainmail on it, but yeah. The chainmail gets introduced at a really weird pace. So maybe I should keep the sandals a little while longer. I don't know. Again, I can figure that out later. I don't have to decide that right now. Alright, so chain chest, and then the scepter. So what are we left with at this point? Like, what do we have? When did we do the armbands? Oh, whoa, the armband should have been a long time ago. Whoa, I just glossed right over that. No, it goes hood, kilt, armband. So wait. So helm, black legs. Yeah. So okay. So we'll do the. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what we'll do is we'll put in the black sleeves first. Oh wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, how am I gonna do this? Because like the arms are technically like a separate thing from the from the chest. So I could like swap out multiple pieces to get the effect that I was thinking of here, but no, you know what? I'll just keep the armband until after we get the chest, and after we get the chain chest, that's when we get the then that's when we get the black sleeves. And maybe I will I will do something more interesting than the than just bare hands. Maybe I will give them like something there. So because black sleeves, I don't know, it's not a very interesting one. All right, so shawl, scepter. So yeah, then I guess the buckler. And then oh, then that would be the pendant. Time for the pendant. Oh, but we didn't do the second half of we still haven't done the second half of the. No, you know what? Oh, we do helm, black legs, chain chest. I think actually I'm gonna do both half of the legs like up front. So like this is either gonna be the I'm sorry, it's a skirt basically. It's like a metal skirt, skirt or boots, whichever one we didn't do with the legs, we're gonna do immediately after. I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah. All right, so buckler, and then what's left? The pendant. Really? That's everything? Chain chest. Yeah. All right. Maybe. Hmm. All right. Yeah. That's fine. So helm, black boots, whatever the other piece is. Chain chest, black sleeves, buckler, and then mask, I guess. Again, I shouldn't save this because if I save this, and the things don't exist yet, well, no, there's probably not going to be any difference. Because if you exceed the max level, the game crashes, and if I save this list and the things don't exist yet, it'll probably just still crash. So probably about the same either way. All right, I think this is a plan. Who knows? Once I'm done, like putting the final pieces together, I might realize like, no, it really does need one more thing. Because for whatever reason, I just keep thinking it just might need a little extra. It might need like just one more thing. Oh, I know one thing that I wanted to add, but I just forgot to draw in. It's not going to be a separate piece. It's going to be a part of the helmet. But yeah, no, I was supposed to when I was drawing the helmet, I wanted like a little like nose guard piece or something. No, I might not add that. I don't know. The helmet, like I just drew, it basically looks like just a bowl on the character's head at this point. So I might change the design of it a little bit if I need to get it to work better. One thing that is actually, yeah, I was just thinking like the cave, like having the turtle in the cave might look like the turtle is like scraping against the ceiling of the cave. Like once I put the helmet on, the turtle has to move up a little bit, and then at that point the character is going to be really tall because the helmet's going to be a little tall, and the turtle's going to be like even taller. So that might look weird. Like it won't literally like clip into anything. It might just look weird. So I'll have to evaluate that at some point. I might be able to. Excuse me. I might be able to cheat the roof of the cave so it looks like it's a little bit taller up, like without having to redo much art. But it might just fit, so I might not have to worry about that. All right. Yeah, let's start. Okay, so let's now work on some like actual pieces. Let's get some real art going on. So yeah, what did I say was first? The helm. So yeah, whoa, why does it say mask apostrophe LK? Oh, because yeah, that's where my cursor was when I was trying to access the Draw for tool. All right. Um, all right. So I am going to shift the turtle up now. No, I'll wait and shift the turtle up when need be. Okay. So the head layer. Yeah, the head is on both layers. So the head layer 2. Yeah, like right now the head layer 2 is like that part of the hood that goes in the back there, and I'm probably actually going to draw like this little drape of the headpiece on that layer, just so that it looks like it's behind the face, and I don't have to like cheat it to like hit the seam quite right, and the transparency will work, and then everyone will be happy. All right, so head 2 and head 0. Yeah. So now let's so on head 0, let's start to draw in this this helm. So it'll come down pretty low. Yeah, maybe we might not have to lift the turtle up too high. We just have to make sure this. Yeah, we definitely have to lift it up a little bit, because I mean, if anything, I might want to make this helm a little bit pointed, just ever so slightly pointed at the top. But oh yeah, and it should come out past the ear, because the metal veil part. I don't think veil is the right word for that, but the metal drapery part. I honestly don't know what to call it. Let's draw it in so I don't have to keep talking about it in the abstract. Oh wow, the neck piece draws over the headpiece. That's a fun fact. All right, so I have to stay above that line. Which is fine, I guess, because it'll leave. That way I'll have room once I get to putting in the mask. Oh, and it doesn't come that far forward. It only comes like this far forward. It doesn't even come that far forward, actually. It doesn't come very far forward. Excuse me. All right, yeah, the turtle definitely has to move up at least a little bit. So that'll be. Oh yeah. So in order to do that, I have to. So I add in the turtle, and then the very next level, I'll add in up turtle. Because I just need to. This is what made me think that I should, instead of loading in the art twice, I should just like change how I do the coordinate system. Because like, yeah, for up turtle, basically all that means is it just goes. It just goes like, it's just like not that high, just like here instead. So how many clicks was that? 1, 2. Was that just 2 pixels up? Yeah, that's not a huge change. But just so it looks like it's reasonably above the helmet instead of that was just 2 pixels. Huh. How about that? Right. Yeah, just so it's because that, yeah, the helm will invariably add at least a little bit of thickness to the character's head, or to the, you know, what is the top of the character's head. Okay, so good. All right, so now we can finish drawing in the. So yeah, just to be clear, in case anyone is unfamiliar with the system, the up carrots mean that you actually need to level up to get to the next thing, but the dashes mean these are freebies. So like you have to level up from the pendant to get to the turtle, and you have to level up from the turtle to get to the up turtle. But the up turtle, you don't have to level up to get to the helm. So when you get this level, you get both these pieces. So like that's how we get rid of the eye darks when we get the pendant, for example. And we just basically just means we need new data. It just means something changed about the previous image. Excuse me. All right, so head layer 0. All right, here we are. So yeah, this is pretty easy. The helmet is a little bit plain, but that might be okay because the turtle is like a pretty cool ornament. So this might want to be a little bit higher up. Oh yeah, let me see what it would look like with if I had the had something like this going on. I should probably wait. Because like this thing is supposed to like represent hard metal, whereas this other stuff is supposed to represent like soft like chainmail, which I'll have to work on that effect. I'll have to figure out how to get it to look like chainmail, because I don't know how I'm going to do that exactly. The T word comes to mind, texture, but I have to be very careful whenever I add texture. All right, so. Okay, yeah, so then the other thing... Oh yeah, I can't go down beneath that neck piece. Alright, the other thing I need is on head layer 2. It's not going to be very noticeable, but there's just going to be a little bit of this over here as well. So how does that look? It looks... I don't know. It's not the coolest thing in the world. So I might want to actually replace the legs first. The legs are the next thing, right? Yeah, I'm probably going to do that. Well, yeah, I have to introduce some of the chainmail. Oh, wait, what if I... Huh. Yeah, what if I, Okay, so what if instead of, Yeah, so what if the first thing that got replaced was the, black legs... And then, what if the first thing that gets replaced is the black legs? So that, and like, it's just the black legs, right? Then when we add the helm, we can also add the skirt. So, yeah, maybe? Because, like, it just looks weird that this, like, chainmail just comes out of nowhere. But if we add in the skirt and the helm at the same time, then, like, you know, there'll be more, like, there'll be chainmail, like, in a slightly more together sort of way. I don't know. That might look... I don't know. I think that's worth trying. And if I don't like it, like, these pieces are so separate from each other, there's no overlap between them, so I can just invert the order with ease. There's no complications that come out of that. Because I can't do it the other way. I can't add... I was like, oh, I could just put the bowl on the character's head and then put the chainmail around the bowl later, but that wouldn't look good. The bowl would look stupid, and yeah. that would not be my favorite option of all possible options. All right, the other reason the bowl looks really dumb is because, oops, oh. I was trying to use hotkeys to change tools, but I was still in the text editor. Wait, is that... Hey. Yeah, I should shade the bowl so that it doesn't look quite as bowl-like. I should shade it on the correct layer, too, so that it actually shows up. Hey, congratulations to me! I leveled up! Yay! Am I a millionaire already? I am not what you would call a person with a lot of money. Like, generally in my life, I've not been a particularly money... Like, money has never been my driving goal. So, I don't think I'll ever be rich. I don't expect to ever be rich. Well, actually, as we were talking about earlier, like, if I ever start, like, a business proper, I think I want to start a not-for-profit business. So, like, that's just because, oh, wait, the turtle's going to go away at some point. So I should draw the, now that I know where the turtle lives, I should draw the helm without the turtle, because someday the turtle won't be there, and then at that point, the helm will have to, like, stand on its own merits. Wait, what? What is happening? Oh, I was hitting the wrong hotkey. No, I've never been rich. I grew up in a family that was not like rich, but like definitely middle class, and at times like upper middle class. So that was cool, I guess. Although, like, those are actually the saddest times in my life. Sorry, I'm not gonna get depressing on stream, not intentionally, but no, the times in my life that have been the happiest have had nothing to do with money, really. Like, even the times where I'm worried about money, like, they're not even the worst times, right? I don't know. Like, it's definitely, it's a concern, right? Like, if you're not making any money, that's kind of like something to be concerned about, right? But Yeah, there's never been a strong correlation for me between money and happiness. So I I mean, I think it'd be neat to be rich. I think that's the thing that interests me the most about riches. Like, if I was gonna be rich, it would be because it seems like you could do some fun stuff with that. Um, I The other thing though is oh yeah, okay. So one time I went to this seminar on like how to get a job, or like how to do good at job interviews, do well at job interviews. Excuse me. And whoops, Clone Tool, my old nemesis. Uh, and at one point of the thing, we broke off into groups, and we were doing the thing where like you practice interview questions, and we were just chatting, and like, occasionally we would ask questions, but then like a lot of the time we were just like talking to each other, and like talking about, I mean, we're talking about like mostly relevant stuff, but just like just chatting a little bit, and then out of the blue, one of the people in the group was like, what would you do if you had more money than you ever possibly need? And I was like, honestly, I'd probably go off the deep end, and I'd probably go completely wild, and then I would be dead within a year. Is what I said in that situation. And the guy just kind of like looked at me just like a little like, what? He was clearly a little taken aback. I was like, I don't know. I think that's my honest answer. I think honestly that might happen if I ever got rich. And he was like, is that what you would say in an interview? I had completely missed it, but he was actually on topic, and he was actually asking questions that you from the booklet of like what questions to answer, like the practice questions for an interview. I did not interpret it at all like that. So what I learned that day is if you're going in for an interview, probably don't say that answer to that question if you get asked that question. um, I am. This is the only thing I really have right now. So I'm not a millionaire, and I don't expect to become a millionaire by doing what I'm doing right now. But I also don't have like a different plan to become a millionaire. I mean, like, as you probably guessed at this point, I don't really have a plan to become a millionaire. But like in terms of like a plan of like what I want to do with my life, I don't have a different one than what I'm doing right now. So why would I die within a year? If I had infinite money, there are people out there who are like, hey, look, we have working jetpacks. And I'd be like, I will buy your working jetpack. But like a working jetpack right now, like is not. Oh, sorry. All right, I'll talk about less sad things. No, I wouldn't die. I wouldn't die of drugs. I mean, I might, but I don't think it'd be the drugs that would get me. I think no. I think if anything, it would be like I would like the jetpack thing. It'd be the jetpack. It'd be someone would be like, I have a working jetpack, and I'd be like, I will buy your working jetpack, and it'd just blast off into the sun. Okay, so yeah, no, drugs are bad, kids. Whoops, I almost said stay out of school, but no, stay in school, stay out of drugs, stay out of drug school. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I need the darker color of this. Yeah, I was like, why does this look so flat? And it's because I actually need, for this piece back here, it'll actually be the darker of the tones. This helm, I mean, for one thing, I made it look more like a beanie than a helm, which I don't know if that was necessarily the right choice. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll make it so that, oops, wrong layer. I'll make it so that, excuse me. Yeah, no, that'd be it. I'd probably be inebriated or somehow not in control of myself while attempting to operate the jetpack, or just like out of my mind. Like I wouldn't need drugs if I had a jetpack. If I had a jetpack, I would just be elated. Like you think I'm cheery and laughing full. Wait, what? You think I laugh a lot now? If I had a jetpack, I would just be cruising around the skies, just like cackling like an idiot. And then you can put that in my epitaph. He died. He died as he lived, cackling like an idiot. um, yeah, pretty much. um, yeah, technically, like, I don't know. I mean, depending on how you define drug, like caffeine is a drug. Um, so, sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Um, yeah. So what were we talking about? Something happier, because we're. Oh, so Charles Rubach. What would you like to talk about? What would be a less sad topic that you'd care to hear about? When I'm working on art stuff, I'm much better at answering questions because I don't get like I'm not working on anything conceptual right now. It's all just like it's all just like ooh, all right. So I'm probably gonna do this to indicate chainmail. Just give it like a light. That oh gosh, no, that doesn't look like chainmail. That looks like in old people, like in court, like them they wore those big puffy wigs. Is what that looks like. Does not look like chainmail. Hold on. What is going on here that doesn't look right? Uh, yeah, that's not not quite right. All right, well, yeah, no. All right, maybe it's just not dark enough. Maybe it should be darker. Cause like chainmail, yeah, chainmail has like so many little holes in it that there's just like a bunch of okay. Would chainmail? Yeah, I should be looking at reference. I should always be looking at reference. Not I'm done with turtle reference. All right, so chainmail. Yeah, I think it's that I tried to use the same light tone, but I don't think that's right. Because like, yeah, look at it. Like when you look at it up close, it like the individual pieces are really bright, but when you look at it at a difference, there's so much dark air, like little shadows in between each of the pieces that the overall look of chainmail is that it's actually much darker. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this chainmail is actually as bright as this chainmail, but like you just see, yeah, yeah. So I think that is probably the thing. So I should just start with a darker tone, for one thing, and then yeah, I guess I'll need an even darker tone. I don't know how that's gonna look with the scepter. I might want to go back. No, I was gonna say I could go back and change the scepter, because like I can edit any of these files at any time. I can make us all lizard people right now if I wanted to. I don't necessarily want to. I don't know why that was the example I came up with, but uh, all right, yeah. So, actually, it might not be that I needed to darken it. It might just have been that I needed to, instead of making the texture using lighter pieces, maybe it might have just been that I needed to make the texture using darker spots instead. This is probably fine though. Oh, that's really dark. Yeah, I'll try doing the texture with try doing the texture with the darker pieces, and I wonder if that'll work. Oops, clone stamp. You terrible, terrible tool. Clone stamp is the worst thing that ever happened in the history of tools with hotkeys on a keyboard in this program just now as I tried to use it. That's how I feel about clone stamp. Is that better? It's not worse, but it's not much better either. Tricky. Maybe I just won't add texture to it. Maybe it is fine how it is. Maybe I don't know. This is surprisingly tricky. This is like almost like what do I do with Twitter tricky. I could just go dark. I could just go like way darker. Right? Of course, then it'll look weird with how much black there is in the outfit as well. So then instead of black, I could have a color instead, possibly. Oh, but the pants are black. So, I don't know. Is this better? First, let's see if this is even better. I'll do both sides of the head. Actually, it shouldn't come down quite that low. Is that even better? Not really. Well, it's still... I don't know. It's probably not... No, it's just not good. It's just, Whoa, wait. Too far. Too far. Oh, oops. Oh, shoot. When I was doing stuff, I didn't pay attention, but I accidentally undid some of the drawing, some of the lines that I erased up here. Alright, I think that was... Well... Yeah, that's fine. Yikes. Oh, wait. I should I should undo to before I did that. And then erase. Okay. Hold on, I got this. Alright. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, good job, guys. Sogam, you're nailing it. You're on top of that. Oh, am I going to increase the frame rate later on? Probably not, because if I increase the frame rate, I need to redraw all the frames of the character art, and I'd like drawing more character art than I like drawing more frames. So I'd rather, because if it would take me a lot longer just to draw a new set of gear if I had to draw much more frames of animation. It would, literally, right now it's at 2 frames per second. So if I just bumped it up to 4 frames per second, that's literally twice as much, that's literally twice as many frames, and it'd still only be 4 frames per second. And if you think about it, 4 frames per second is not going to look any better, really. I mean, in some ways it might look worse, because it might be on that really awkward line, because basically what I tried to do is I knew I wasn't going to get smooth animation, so I literally went for really I went as far in. I basically, yeah, no, I from the outset I was just number of frames, not the priority. Number of different character outfits, yes, that is the priority. The comparison is that I make is if you think about a tabletop game where you have little pewter figurines or little sometimes little people will paint their miniatures and they use that for a game. That's what these are supposed to be in a way. And the other thing I'd point out is that the animation doesn't affect gameplay. So you're never gonna accidentally because if this was a platformer, you would need much tighter animation so that you could time your jumps, right? But you don't have to time your jumps in this game. So yeah, that's the rationale there. All right, so wow, this helm is surprisingly difficult. So I have no clue. Hold on. I wonder if I can find if I can find the type of helm that I'm even looking. Yeah, so I'm picturing this type of helm basically, except with not the metal part on the top, kind of. Yeah. So okay, so there is some very light colored chainmail. So maybe I just have to. Maybe I just have to say whatever. Maybe I just have to say I can't go crazy with it. I have to I have to just maybe the chainmail isn't just gonna look magically perfect. Hey, Lighterman, how's it going? Welcome. We're just talking about jetpacks and million dollar jetpacks, I guess. Having a good time. All right, I'm gonna try one last thing. Again, texture is the death of me, but I honestly don't know what else to do here except keep trying to add texture to the chainmail, because right now it just isn't chainmail, and that makes me sad, I'll be honest. And I just wish it could be chainmail a little bit. How's that? Is that? No, it's not better. It's just no matter what I do, it's still just like. So yeah, I just have to accept that the chainmail is not the best idea. So I could just change my idea. I could just like I could just go in a different direction. Like I don't have to restart this entire outfit just to change that aspect of it. Or I could just not really sell it, not bother like investing in something that, yeah, I. It's not even perfection really. Like, because if you look at the mountains, like the mountains aren't perfect, but like the mountains, like if you look at the mountain, you're not like, wait, is that like a popsicle? You're like, you're like, oh, that's a mountain, right? But if you look at this like gray thing that's draped down, like honestly, to me, it still looks more like a old person, like a powdered wig. That's what, yeah, it still looks more to me like a powdered wig than it does like a like chainmail. Actually, it doesn't as much anymore. But whenever I added texture to it, it just started look. Okay? You think it? All right, fine. All right. I'll take it. I'll just take your word for it. It doesn't look good to me, but if you guys think it's fine, I'll at least move on. Who knows? Maybe I'll have an epiphany, and like all of a sudden it will be like clear to me how to render the mail in a way that I, I, in a way that I like. Sorry, I'm just the it's a little uneven. I'm just trying to even it out. That's not better. What am I trying to do here? Hold on. Sorry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna mute the microphone for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry, just 1 second. Sorry about that. A flying character. There's the bird. The bird flies. I with a jetpack. Well, so like one of the things I've talked about before is that like there's no like this character template that I keep drawing over. Like this is the character template, but like there's no reason that I have to stick with this. So for example, if I felt like it, one time I could like hold on like one for if I and I talk about I might do funny stuff like this eventually because if I felt like it, hold on, let's see, chest two, back, legs, hands. Oh wait, there are a few layers up here too. Legs, back, hands. Yeah, there's no reason that like just because like the only thing that is fixed in place is like the character's face. So there's no reason necessarily that I couldn't just like I can just make the character like one time someday you level up and then all of a sudden the character's like wait hold on, the character's like I don't know like uh just like so they've got like the jetpack or whatever and then their legs are like out behind them instead and like I mean I definitely did not sell that very convincingly but like yeah there's no reason because like all it is that the face just moves across the screen so like yeah like it right now it just happens to be that they're walking but there's no reason that they couldn't just be like you can just have like a jetpack and like be like flying across the screen and like Superman pose or whatever. Yeah. You said super. Yeah, right as I said Superman. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The other thing I've talked about is like what was it? Hold on. Or no, wait, sorry. uh, chest, back, head, hands 2.5. The other thing that like the funny example that I tend to give is like I could make it so that the instead of like having legs, you could have like you'd have tank treads. You could just be like a robot person. And you could like instead of having legs, you could just have you'd have like that instead. But like yeah, I mean like that's kind of that was one of the things that I kind of did not like I don't have any specific plans to make like a robot person or make a flying whatever. But one of the things that I did when setting up the system was to make it very open-ended like that, so that I could do things like that if I wanted to. Actually, there is the wing, right? So if I, oh yeah, I'd have to change the wing, but that's easy enough. Uh, I don't know, I could add in special code so that the wing just like is at a slightly different angle. Like I could just rotate it 90 degrees when you go into the Superman pose. um, all right, so what was I doing? Legs. Let's bring the legs back. I mean, I wasn't working on legs right now, but oh wait, I had the other legs visible. Uh, Whoops, not that one. That one, yeah, there we go. All right, yeah. So we're calling the helm just like fine, whatever. Stop caring. The legs. All right, yeah. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to replace this with something else. Mostly, for the most part, I'm going to say, all right. So open. What legs do we have that are going to be the closest to the ones that? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll just go with like the red legs or something because those are the darkest colored legs, I think. That are not like. Yeah, I mean any legs would be fine, but I'll just go with these. So all right, let's open these. So select all, copy. Oh, I should open the data file too for the red legs. Because I need to know where these go. 61, 61, that's pretty straightforward. So I'm just gonna add in, sorry, this is leg 0, so let's go to leg 0 layer. Alright, alright, I'll do these legs first, fine, whatever. So let's add a new layer above leg 0, paste this on. It was 66, 66, I think was the, or no, 61, 60, 61, 61? I forget, hold on, let me double check. 61, 61. Alright, so this is the correct position. Those aren't the right legs. Oh, I didn't take legs 0, I took legs 1. Because apparently I was thinking ahead. Whoops. Alright, so we're doing these legs first. Alright. And so, yeah, these are where the legs, oops, I didn't actually, okay, yeah, so these are where the legs actually typically occupy. So I'm basically just going to get rid of the boot from this layer to reveal the sandal. And I will bring the whoops, clone stamp, my arch nemesis. I will bring the pants down to the ankle. But then the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna desaturate this and make it much darker too. Wait, that didn't work. Hold on. That's not quite right either. Hold on. Nope, not clone stamp. That was close. I almost got struck by clone stamp, but I averted it before tragedy. Wait, hold on. Alright, there we go. And then, alright, so then, adjustments. Wait, did I say I was going to do the boots with this? Or was I going to... Oh wait, up turtle goes with helm. Up turtle doesn't go the black legs. Wow, up turtle, skirt, and helm might be all in the same. Yeah, so maybe I'll just do black legs first. Just black legs, and all right. Well, let's darken them. So hue saturation, saturation 0. Huh. That got really monochrome when I did that. So maybe I should do brightness contrast first. Not like that though. Wait, what? So wait, what if I increase the contrast? Oh yeah, that's closer to what I was going for. Adjustments, hue saturation. No saturation. That's pretty close. I probably want to go over that just to clean up the edges because it's a little messy, but that's pretty close to what I was going for. Okay. Yeah, and then so then we'll erase the kilt from the layer, and actually, yeah, I'll literally do this one leg at a time. So let's go to the kilt layer and erase everything down to the ankle. Good. So yeah, I think this will look cool with the hood. I think. I don't know, it might look weird. We'll see. We shall see. Hopefully this will look cool. Alright, so now I'll push these push these layers together. And then, yeah, I guess I might as well do... No, I'll do legs 3 next. Alright, so legs 3 is this one. Or is it this one? No, it's this one. Copy this one. So legs 3, add in a new layer just above it. Paste in... oh, wait, hold on. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I zoned out of chat a while ago. I don't know. I've just gotten kind of bad at it. But yeah, so the character starts out as medieval and ends up as a robot. That's possible. It might just be like what I was thinking is like, I mean, hypothetically, this game just like goes on forever. There's no fixed endpoint. So like once I get like really far into it, and like if I've gone through like all the stuff that makes sense, I can just start putting in stuff that doesn't make sense. So like, yeah, I could, if I felt like it, I could make the entire game like go through like a sci-fi phase. I could make the entire game go through a phase where like you're like weird like space creatures, or like weird like, you know, monster type creatures, or like just, or I could like, you know, or I could just like, I mean, right now the idea is like to just go like kind of like, I compare it to like the you know, in a in like a parking garage, sometimes there's like that thing that you drive up and you just keep spiraling up in circles just to get to the top floor. I think of it as like, as kind of like that, because like there's varieties, which is like the circle, but it just keeps getting cooler and cooler. So like I could just like, as we go up, like we could just get the circle could get bigger and bigger and start like encompassing like weirder and like crazier things, and like, you know, so like maybe like, you know, maybe like, because right now it goes like, you know, you start out as a adventurer, and then you kind of turn into like a bardish character, and then you turn into like an archer, and now a mystic, and now a brigand. And so like, you know, it could be like, you know, you circle back around eventually, but then at some point like all those weird ones are like just mixed in. So I don't know. I like I said, the system's supposed to be open-ended, and it's supposed to allow for as much creativity as possible. So yeah. Fun times guaranteed. Alright, so yeah, and then adjustments, brightness, contrast, same as last time. Wait, no, not black and white. Oh, no, not that. Brightness, contrast. Okay, adjustments, hue and saturation. Okay, and then legs layer 3. Let's clean up the kilt. Out from under. Oh, I should hide the cape for a second. Just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Alright, that's excuse me. It's pretty okay. Alright, so yeah. Yes. So yeah, the first thing you just get are black pants, I think. And yeah, I can... Well, no, I'll do the other... No, I'll clean up these legs first. Because, like, I don't know, for some reason it just added, like, this weird artifacting. I just didn't want to convert cleanly. Whoops, what layer am I on? The wrong layer is the answer to that question. Yeah, just like, I don't know, basically just like that. It just didn't keep that line clean like that. And then, alright, let's go up to legs 1. And do a little more of the same. I'll use a finer brush going through there. Actually, no, I can just, well, no, I'll use a finer brush because I don't like redrawing these lines. Because if I redraw these lines, it means that the character's legs like change shape. And I don't want the character's leg to change shape. There's no part in the adventure. Well, I don't know. Maybe once you become, like we were talking about, once you become a monster in the later levels, maybe then the legs can change shape. But until then, the legs just change colors. So if anyone ever tries to do something like this for this game, like they try and make modular character pieces, and swap out stuff like that. The one thing I would really strongly recommend that I didn't do, but I would highly recommend that you do, is from the very start make templates in all different like levels of like darkness and lightness, and all different levels of saturated or desaturated. You don't have to do the different hues, because like switching hue on a like taking a red, like a pair of red pants and turning them into blue pants, that's pretty straightforward, and for me that has always worked. But like changing the brightness and darkness and all that stuff, like that has not worked. And going from like saturated to desaturated, like that, those are always the parts for me that introduce weirdness. So wait, hold on. Let's hide this for a second. Oops, did not mean to show that one. Let's hide this one. Yeah, that looks okay. Oh, but actually it didn't clean up. Well, no, that's fine. It'll just disappear once I smush the layers together. Oh no, it actually won't. That was just slightly visible. So let's get rid of that. Interesting. I almost missed that. Not that it would have mattered hugely, but alright, so now I can put these layers together. Because that's... Oh, actually, no. Alright, one... Just like down this leg here. What was that? Legs 1. Brush size 1. Nope, not eraser tool. Not brush tool, not of that color. What color? This color. There we go. Alright. That's better. Better Twitch TV isn't working? Oh, weird. Is this open source? It's not specifically open source, but like, here. This is literally the entire project. I know this isn't like fast enough to read. Like I'm not secretive about it, but it's not literally open source either. Like if you have any questions about how I do something on the project, I'm happy to answer it, but I'm just not literally publishing it yet. It's mostly because the code is very poorly written. And so while I'm happy to tell you how I did the things that I have done, I don't want you to learn directly from my experience. Does that make sense? Like I like if you were going to make a similar game, it'd be better for you to like go out and learn the correct way to do it, because you're not going to learn the correct way to do it from me. But if you have any questions about like how to go in that direction, like how to get started in that way, I don't know. Tkinter and Pygame, yeah. Tkinter, I use Tkinter for my interface because I just need to make a quick interface with buttons and toggles and buttons and text input, and Tkinter does that just great. Pygame, on the other hand, I use because it just lets me take very simple sprites and like slap them on top of each other, and it does that very well. So they each do their own little bit, and what they do quite well, or they're entirely satisfactory for their for what they do. I wouldn't necessarily recommend Pygame, only because the documentation is some of the worst documentation I've ever found. But yeah, you know. Okay. So this is, yeah. All right. So now I have to do the other set of legs. I need to do the legs in the other. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, Pygame's totally great. No, let me know if you have any questions about how to use it. Because I'm not using like all the features, but I've gotten a pretty good grip on it so far. No, that's not true. I use very few features, but the ones that I do, I have fun with. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the other set of legs, leg 0. I'll just I'll hide these. Oh yeah, I can smush legs layer 24 and legs 3 together and hide those for now. All right. So now let's do. This is leg 0. Yeah. So select all, copy, paste, No, not paste. This is layer 0. Add a new layer above it. Paste onto that layer. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now 6161 is the position. There we go. And so once again, we will delete the buoy from the front. And I'll probably want to bring down the pant leg just slightly, because that, like, those are like beach pants, you know, the ones that don't, like, the ones that, like, when you roll it up, like, two rolled up twice, so it just, like, comes down to, like, right above that little lump on your ankle. Alright, so let's bring it down, like, not very far, just like that far. This is like almost a perfectly 45-degree angle, almost. This leg. Something kind of nice about that. Actually, hold on. I'm just gonna draw it a little further down, because it's easier to draw it further down, and then to get the bottom better, it's easier to just like erase back up. Just because because it's two-tone, so to get that line better, yeah. And actually I didn't get that line great. That's fine. Alright, and now on leg 0, let's erase all of the kiltiness. And then doop doop, delete. Alright, and now, so now on layer 24, let's do the brightness, contrast, and saturation. Brightness, contrast, shore, saturation, shore. Alright, and it's so weird. It has that dark line down the edge, and then it gets light on either side. I have no clue why it does that, but we can fix it. Yeah, oops, that was a little too far. Over the line. Going crazy with it a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be shaded too. Although, again, it just gets so light, I don't know what that's about. Oh wait, this is a slightly darker tone. Slightly. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's like. Although, there's that little clip there. It just really doesn't matter that much, but kind of matters a little bit to me. I'm picky about stuff like that. Oops, I probably shouldn't have flattened that out so much. I should leave it like that. Alright, so, oh, what's that? What's that weird dot right there? What layer is that on? What? Oh, is that part? That was probably part of the boot that I didn't. Yeah, that was probably part of the boot that I'd forgotten to erase. Okay. Yeah, alright, so that's good. So smush these together. Oh, shoot. I should not be switching these layers together, but whatever. It's not going to be a big deal later. Boots over this. So I should have kept the feet and the legs separate, maybe, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. Yeah. Okay. Wait, what is the plan? Wow. Yeah, this is a weird plan. Whatever. It's a plan. Plan's a plan. So black legs, and then the helm along with the skirt and the up turtle, and then the boots. I guess is the plan. Yeah. Alright, yeah. That's what we talked about before. I just reminded myself of it. Okay, so leg 0 is now all set. Let's see legs 2. Legs 2 is the one that we haven't done yet. Oh yeah, a lot more was covered in legs 2 because of the kilt, so that one doesn't connect very much, but it should, and it will. So oops, new layer. Legs 2, new layer. Bist 61, 61, blammo. And yeah, once more we erase the boot. No boot. Bootless. The absence of boot. Yes. Good. Good then. And now on legs 2, we erase the kilt. Oh, the kilt covers the foot a little bit. So I'll have to draw it in the foot again a little bit, because the kilt like hanged down. The kilt hanged or hung, or whatever is the grammatically correct thing for it to have done. And it covered a little bit of the foot, so there's actually not that part of the foot right there, and so we just have to pretty simply just pick up a little of this and slap it down a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit here. There we go. Simple enough. Alright, now we can adjust the layer 24 to be contrasty. Hung. It's hangs. Oh, hangs, yeah, okay. Thank you. Hung is the verb, right? No, hung is the adjective, right? And hanged is the past tense verb, because hang is the verb, hangs. Or is, I don't know. I can pretend I know how like language works. Okay, so this program in general, like when I was talking about the brightness and contrast stuff, I think this program in general just has like some weird ideas about how brightness, contrast, hue, saturation, all those things should work, because this isn't the, like, yeah, I think there's just a few things interesting. Oh, okay. So, huh. Oh, so they're just two different words. Hanged and hung. Huh. I shouldn't be doing much of that. I should stop exactly what I just did. I should not have done it. Or I just shouldn't do any more of it. What was that pixel about? I feel like it should have been there, if anything. I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't know what I just changed, but no, wait. No, wow, that looks weird. Hold on. Oh, maybe all those pixels are supposed to be there. Maybe like these pixels are all supposed to be there. Then maybe the pant leg was just supposed to come down a little further. Yeah, I think that's better. Alright, so, cool. And then I can switch these together and... Oh, wait, actually, hold on. No, I remember this foot. That foot is weird. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay. Good. Cool. Alright, so that's... So we can export this now, I think. I think these are done. Black... I'm going to call these... black pants. Because it's not supposed to be like paint or anything. It's just supposed to be just black pants. Alright, so save that. Oh, whoops, I saved this. Whatever. Alright, yeah, okay, so now let's export these. I'm just gonna hide the chest, 2, and the hands, 0. And that should be enough to get extents. Show the legs. All the legs to get extents on these sandal... What is that? Hold on. Yeah, what is this business? Why is there that white spot there? I saw that earlier. But I think in other... Oh no, it's probably covered by the hand, right? Is that what it is? Is that why I just never see it? I'm like... Yeah, alright. So it doesn't technically matter. But, I don't care. I'm just gonna resolve it anyways. I'll just feel better if it's... Wait, whoops, wrong layer. I'll just feel better if it's resolved. There's no point in keeping it all weird and broken, so... Oh, technically the waistline should be the same in both of these pants, though. Hypothetically. Oh, wow. Oh. Alright, so wait, hold on. So actually it comes down more like this. Huh? Yeah. Even further, actually. Whatever, that's covered up. I don't care. I don't care about it any further. That's as much as I care about it. Alright, so let's select exactly. Oh, I'm a sniper. I'm a pixel sniper. Select all of this. I don't think we actually get this pixel down here. I know there are pixels right there, but I'm pretty sure this is actually the bottom line. This is like the lowest down that we want to draw. Alright, so leg 0. Alright, we can actually, these might be the same. No, I think the sandals are slightly bigger than the boots, so I'm gonna just close these. Alright, so leg 0. So copy this, file, new, okay, paste, save as legs, black with a B, not with a P. That's not how you spell black. Black pants. Save this as 0. Yes. And then legs 1, copy, file, new. Okay, paste. File, save as 1.ping. Okay. Legs, layer 2, copy, file, new, paste, save, 2.ping. Okay. Legs, layer 3, copy, file, new. Okay, paste, save, 3.ping. Yeah, cool. Save all that good stuff, and then oh yeah, so let's do the data file for it. Legs, black pants, new, text document. I might need to change these legs. I hope I don't. It just occurred to me, these legs don't have much contrast on them. Like, they're all just very dark. And sometimes when the legs were actually... Excuse me, the legs were one of the hardest things to animate in the original version of the game because it just like ended up looking like these weird squiggly lines because there wasn't much contrast on them. So I might need to come back and adjust that and just like tweak it. But hopefully this should be okay for starters. Okay. Data, what is the data? The dimensions here, I'm just reading this off the screen. I'm not actually like divining these numbers out of the ether. No, I'm divining them actually out of the ether is actually how I'm getting them. You can't see it because it's covered up by SideQuest, but the numbers are right at the bottom of Paint.net. 4721. All right, save that. Alrighty then, that is our first thing. So of course, the first thing, or like immediately we're going to change these again because we're going to add the metal skirt when we add the helmet in. Oh, and we actually finished the helmet too. We could have exported that as well. I might as well do that now. So yeah. Hold on, we'll keep the chest hidden. We'll hide the face. We'll hide the back 0. And yeah, I should be able to get extents on this. So, bam! Look at me sniping these pixel perfect blamos. Shazam! I'm really good at this. Is what I'm saying. All right, so this is head 0. Copy, file, new. Okay, paste. File, save as. This is helm. Save as 0.png. Okay. And then head layer 2. Copy, file, new. Paste. Whoops. Oh no. Apparently I drew some of that. Oh no, no, no. I was like, wait, I drew that on the wrong layer. But no, I didn't. That's the part where there's just like a tiniest little sliver where you can actually see behind the character's neck. So that's like what that is for. That was usually when something like when a shape like that pops up, it means I just drew it on the wrong layer. But no, that's actually correct. Save this as 2.png. And now let's do extents, or let's do the data file for this. So equipment, head. I put that in the legs folder, didn't I? Helm. Helm is not a legs. Cut that. Equipment, head. There we go. File new. Text. Data.txt. This is 69, 16, yep, 16, 27, 29. There we go. Cool. And, excuse me. And then, yeah. All right. So, right. So now we can add the skirt. Oh, up turtle. Up turtle is the same as turtle, but up 2 pixels. That sounds like a riddle, but all right. Equipment, familiar. Turtle, copy here. Up turtle. So this will be 63, 6, 38, 18. Because that's just everything else stays the same except the vertical dimension goes just up 2 pixels. The lower numbers are up because it indexes from the top left corner, and it indexes down to like the lower right direction. Excuse me. Wah. Wah. Sorry. All right, so the skirt, the metal skirt, and there'll probably be a belt too with the skirt, just so it resolves. Although you won't see much of it, you'll only see like the tip of it because the hand will be covering most of it. So actually, let's put the hand back in just to let's put a lot of it back in. So the chest, not the other legs, not yet. The face, the chest, the back, the actually we don't need. Excuse me, we still don't need the cape yet. There wasn't anything wrong with the cape though, right? Yeah, that works. Oh, it works with the other legs too, right? Just checking. Yeah, the way I put it to the length that it should have worked regardless. Whoa, that's too many legs. What am I trying to do? There we go. Okay. Yeah. I put the length of the cape intentionally to like a length that should work pretty consistently. Up turtle. Alright, so that makes me feel better. Up turtle is just sorry, I shouldn't have explained what up turtle is. The next person who comes in, I'm not going to explain what up turtle is. Okay? Just no one explain what up turtle is, because the happiest day of my life will be the day that someone comes in and is like, "What's up, turtle?" And I can be like, "Not much, turtle. What's up with you?" I'm sorry, that'll just be a really happy day for me. Okay, moving on. So this is like what the adventure looks like at this point. No, except because the skirt comes in by this time. So, interesting. I wish I could. I mean, I guess eventually I'll see what it looks like with the hood and the black pants, but I'm trying to picture it. I think that'll look fine. I think that'll look just fine. Sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm going to turn the microphone off for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry for the delay. Okay. So, um, yeah, the skirt. Okay, sorry. I have a short attention span sometimes. um, I guess I only have to change I don't have to change the back legs, because the back legs, like the skirt is only going to cover like like the, the front top area. Sorry. And then, so like the back legs, like they only involve that much, so I think they're just not going to get affected at all. And so, all right, so let's start with legs layer 1. I'll add in a new layer just so I can draw it on. So let's use the same color. So basically the idea is just sorry. I just stopped mid-sentence, didn't I? And that was because I'm listening to a playlist that just like some playlist that I found, and a song came on and I hadn't heard it before, but it was like a remix of a song that I knew and I kind of like, and so I was just in that. I was just slightly mesmerized for a second. That's all. All right. Will it be? Oh yeah. So I don't know. That's a door that has been closed for a while, and that's because there's not really a good way to do it. Like there's the chat. You could use chat commands, and like people to customize their characters could use chat commands to customize their character. But that would be awful. That would be awful. Because then people would be in chat, and then instead of having like a meaningful discussion, we'd just see like spam, like equip helm shirt, equip blah blah blah, and like blah. I wouldn't like that. I like the chat is important to me here, so I don't want to lose our capacity to chat just because I add in like a cosmetic feature like that. However, so yeah, that door's been closed for a while because there hasn't been like a good way to accomplish that. However, one of the things that I was talking about earlier, I forget if it might have been before you got here, or one of the things that we did earlier is there's literally like a like Trusty Bard on Twitter right now, like this all of these tweets, like we put up using script, like so we can control I've been calling him Twitty Bard just to distinguish between when I talk about what he does in chat versus what he does on Twitter, but like Twitty Bard is a new interface for the game, hypothetically. Like we haven't set it up yet because like earlier when we were working on it, we ran into like some pretty big conceptual issues with like how I had been thinking of possibly planning on setting it up. But yeah, once we iron out some of that stuff, then that's entirely within the realm of possibility as like another thing that like we could like that's like a new interface for the game, and it's an interface that we don't have to care as much. It's an interface that we don't have to care as much about spamming, because like it doesn't it doesn't subject everyone to it if you just like tweet at Twitty Bard. How did I do the shading on the kilt here? Equip legs kilt. I just need these two pieces. I think I just did like the inner area. So yeah, no, I shouldn't do it like this necessarily. Layer 24, color pick. The reason I end up using the clone stamp tool a lot is because like for some reason like a lot of times the I don't know if this makes sense. I'm trying to make it look like I'm trying to like shade a region of it to like distinguish like the leg movement. But then I also want the I don't know, I was trying to depict like since it's a skirt, like I don't know, this is probably fun. Yeah, I'm gonna call this fun. It looks a little weird with the cape because they like fall right the exact same height. So maybe I should bring one up. Maybe I shouldn't make the skirt quite so long. So what if what if it was just like, it was more like that? Is that better, or does that just look weirder? Oops, wrong layer. I was just about to randomly start deleting from like some arbitrary layer. Yeah, what if it only like, what was more just like, I shouldn't base all of this around the cape. I should base these judgments more on, well, okay, so what would it look like without the cape then? If I got rid of the cape, then, that looks okay, but I think I'm actually going to be preferring it with, I actually prefer it at this length. So it looks slightly weird with the cape, but I don't care. I think it could look a lot worse. Alright, especially because they get added in piece by piece. Like the chain skirt gets added in separate from the legs, so you get to see them in the individual states. So I think it'll be clear enough what is going on there. Hopefully. So alright, so let's call that good for that layer, and then I'm not gonna squish the layers together yet. Just oh yeah, actually, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just so I can glance back and forth between them really easily. I'm gonna print screen and then file new, paste here. So that way, when I'm working on the other layer of I'm working on the other legs layer, I can just switch back and forth and check out how I did the other one without having to toggle on and off 4 different layers. Alright, so that was legs 1. Now let's do legs... No, that was leg 0. Now let's do legs 1. So again, let's add in at least 1 layer. I might not need 2 layers for this one. This one might be a little more straightforward. So what did it look like? Yeah, it came down like that far. Oh wait, no. Oh, wait a second. No, that was legs 1. Right. Now I need to do legs 0. Oops. Right. So yeah, this one probably only needs 1 layer because yeah, because it doesn't. Yeah. Okay. I can talk. Clone stamp. If anyone's wondering why clone stamp is my nemesis, it's because the hotkey for color picker is K, and the hotkey for clone stamp is L. And for some reason, when I put my hand on the keyboard, L, like putting it near the L over the L key, just feels more natural. Like so, I keep accidentally doing it. I'm like when my hand goes towards the keyboard, it's just inclined to like naturally hit the to the L key. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's just a trap I've fallen into far too many times. Whoops, well, hold on. Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't get hiked up that far. Also, I should put in the correct back legs, because right now it looks really weird, having the legs mismatched like that. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, Light Up Man knows the correct strategy. Light Up Man is an old pro. Oops, I think I shaved a little too much off there. Let's, okay, no, it comes down a little too far. It's coming down a little too far here. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I think that looks about right. I just need to shade it now. It's supposed to be shaded all on this side. Yeah. Does it come up too high? Maybe. No, that's probably fine. Alright. Yeah. Or actually, wait, hold on. Just a little bit, yeah, like that. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. No, wait, hold on. I'm trying to think of like how it would hang back here. Maybe. How do I depict it over here? Yeah, it like comes around the knee basically. Oh, but this leg isn't bent. Yeah, that's kind of funny. The way the adventurer walks, like when this leg is in front, it's bent, and when this leg is in front, it's straight. I don't know why I did that, but it's funny, I guess. I mean, I guess it's just because it's like not exactly the opposite side of the walk cycle. It's like a slightly different part of the walk cycle, I guess, technically. But yeah, I was like, why does this seem slightly off? And like, yeah, little things like that. All right, so I'm gonna just bring this up slightly. It doesn't seem, neither of those things seem right, but I don't understand why. I think this one's better of the two. Between the two, I think this one's less wrong. How's that? Whoops. No, you know what? It should. No, this is fine. I'm not gonna. Okay, this is fine. All right, so now let's. So yeah, the. All right, so let's set up. I was accidentally closed my browser or my Explorer, or whatever it's called. Projects. Journey. Equipment. What is this? Legs. So black pants. We can borrow. Probably the data too. We can borrow. Well, I won't borrow the data yet. We can borrow the back legs because these did not change at all. So new folder. What is this? So like black and skirt, I guess. I don't know. Paste this here. All right, and now we just need to export. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, we would have to use the same data file if we're going to use the same legs. So let's select the same pixels and then just export the same pixels, I guess. Oops, wrong leg. Blah, blah, blah. Black pants. Copy the data file. And then what is the data? The data is 61, 61, 47, 21. So let's select that range. 61, 61, where is that? 61, 61. Shoot, I forgot what the other numbers were. But I can guess that they're probably 42, 21, because those would be the correct, those would be the ones that line up in this way. Oh, wait, no, probably not. Was it 42, 21? Hold on. Yeah, or 47, 21. All right, so, yeah, hold on. Yeah, because this is the other leg goes further forward than this one, so 47, 21. All right, so this should be this range. And again, there are little pixels that get cut off, but that's actually correct. So we only need to do, for this one, we only need to do legs. Oh yeah, so we do need to squish the layers together, because right now there's 26 and like 0. Those go together. So copy that, file, new. Okay, paste. There we have the skirted version, file, save as, legs, black and skirt. This is 0.ping. And then we don't need this anymore. Don't save. And then we can, alright, so hide leg 0, show these layers, and we can squish these layers together. And then rename this layer legs 1. That's what it is, and then copy, and then file new. Sorry, the legs always just look so weird when they're mismatched. File. Yeah, so there's that black spot right there, but that's also what's covered up by the hand, so I'm not going to care about that right now. Alright, so save as, and this is 1.png, and good. Alright, that was pretty painless. Yeah. Yes. Good, yes, good. So now do we do the boots next? Is that what we do next? Is that the order as we had decided it? Yes. No, yeah, helm. Okay, yeah, and then the boots. Alright, so it's a very leggy... This is a very leggy costume. There's just very many leg layers. So... yeah. Sorry. I just yawn a lot. I think because it's chilly where I am. It's a little bit slightly cold here, so I think that just makes me yawn for whatever reason. I don't think I used to yawn nearly as much. Like back when my apartment was like unseasonably warm. I do say that, don't I? Good, yes, good. Boots. Yeah. Okay. So I think for starters, I'm not gonna just plainly like copy boots from like another set of legs, but I am going to I think start with like the framework of boots, because like for example, well, I was gonna say I could like start with like just this general outline, like I kind of like I had copied from earlier, but I might make these boots different. I might make these boots significantly different. Maybe that's what the costume needs. Maybe it just needs cooler boots. Or maybe that's like another one of those things that the costume should have, is like cooler boots. Yeah, so I'm just gonna draw the boots from scratch, I think. Alright, so yeah, I think they're gonna come up like a little bit higher, I think, this time around. So like oh, I shouldn't redraw the foot part. I can redraw the part where it comes up, but I shouldn't redraw the foot part. So yeah, I'm gonna do something kind of similar to what I did before. So file, open, boots and red, sure, why not? Actually, is there ones that I got better or worse? Like, this one is fine, I suppose. Yeah, this one's probably fine. Is there like a better one? Boots, just regular boots. I think it's probably the same. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is literally the same. Because right, the pants just changed color. Derp. Okay, so it's good to have you back, Light Up Man. I missed you. Alright, yeah, so yeah, open these. I think I'll just start with layer 1 for no particular reason. Or like, yeah, legs layer 1. So new layer, paste this in. I forget what the dimensions are, but it's probably like 61, 61. 61, 62? Is that right? Oh yeah, no, 61, 61. Maybe. I'll double check. But it'll probably be that, right? 61, 61. Pretty much all the pants seem to start that way. I guess because the waist doesn't really change and the back foot doesn't really change, so... If I ever do... Oh no, yeah, the back foot never really changes, because like, I was gonna say I could do platform shoes, but like, I kinda... Excuse me. I guess that's one thing I actually can't do, because the characters never get higher up off the ground, so I can't actually give you like thicker boot soles. So I could give like higher waist, right? I could pull the pants up a little bit, like higher, if I wanted the character to be someone who wears very high pants for whatever reason. All right, so the only reason I'm copying the boots over is because oh man, are there any colorized boots? Yeah, it just occurred to me because I can't like, you can't add saturation. You can desaturate something by removing the saturation completely, but then you can't like force saturation back into it once it gets down to like literally gray. So I think I have at least some feet that oh no, those are literal feet. Oh yeah, because that's how that's I was like, wait, feet? But like Yeah, that's because before I put the sandals on the feet, I just saved out the feet without the sandals in case, like, yeah, that was what I was talking about earlier. Like, sometimes it's helpful to just have templates because, like, I drew the sandals right onto this template. So if I ever need to draw other like foot wraps or like another type of footwear that reveals the feet, like I can just draw over this template and I'll know that the feet look the same from the last time you saw the feet. Because like the players' feet shouldn't really change as the event. Again, like unless I'm like making weird like monster people, like their feet probably like are the same as they were before. All right, so yeah, just basic legs. Is there chroma on these? Yes, good. They're brownish. That's good. So yeah, I'll go with this instead. Actually, I lied. Not using these. Delete all of this. Yeah, because I can play. Oops, not save as. What am I doing? Open. Actually, I should save this so that I don't. If it crashes, I don't accidentally lose like a bunch of progress. Alright, so open. Just regular old legs. Just legs. Legs McLegs. And I'm pretty sure these should also be 61. Hey, look at that. What do you know? I have way too many text files open right now. I'm gonna close a bunch of them. Most of them. Alright, there we go. Oops, what have I done? Okay, so, rinse again. Copy this. Paste it onto this layer. Move this layer to 61. Yeah, good. Erase, erase. Actually, I should probably just erase that better, more thoroughly. No, what are you doing? There we go. But like batch erasing, all that stuff. Okay. Yeah. So I wanted that just to keep the shape of the foot the same. Make sure I didn't actually didn't accidentally mess it up. So these tones are not the same though. So I'll want to play with these tones to try and get them. Oh, I'm still on that layer. Oh, and I should be because I don't want to change the. I don't want to change the other layer, like the because the layer with the legs and everything is like fine, and I don't have any specific reason to change it. So like yeah, I'm thinking like these type of boots, like boots with like a cuff kind of thing. I mean, I'll clean it up better than this, but I just want to. Yeah. All right. So adjust. Brightness contrast, I guess. Not that much. Not that much contrast. But yeah, it doesn't have to be like literally exact, but actually wait, no, the first thing I should do is what is the hue here? I should change the hue first. This is hue 21. This is hue 21, this is hue 22. Alright, so that's pretty close. 25, 23. Alright, whatever. That's close enough. Okay. So adjust, yeah, so I guess it is mostly just the brightness and contrast. And the saturation, actually. I guess it could also be the saturation. But yeah, it doesn't have to be literally perfect. I just want to get it close enough. Because I can draw over most of it without messing up the shape. I just need the frame to be right. So like maybe a little more contrast, maybe a little extra brightness too. I feel like that's pretty close. But it's probably one of those illusions where like it looks close, but then if you put them next to each other... Oh, I can put them next to each other. Derp. Yeah. Alright, so, let's just, select up to... Alright, I'm selecting up to... What, like... 80, 60. So when I put this back, I'll be putting it back at 80, 60. Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, so those are way off. Adjust, brightness contrast. So less contrast, a lot less contrast. A little more contrast actually, or no, less contrast. No, a little more contrast. I can do this. A little less brightness. Yeah, I think the hue. or the saturation, it's too saturated on the sole right now, and it's not saturated enough on the yeah. Oh, so less contrast, because the contrast is probably doing that too. So less contrast, less brightness. Uh, less. Actually, maybe it might not be the contrast that's doing that. It might just actually be. This one might just be actually too desaturated. So this doesn't have to be perfect, right? It's just, like I was saying before, it just has to be pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so what is it? This is at 80-60, I think. 80-60, there we go. Alright, and now I'll just draw over most of it with, I'll just very carefully go back and, yeah, see, like, you can't even tell the difference when I draw over it, but, yeah. Alright, oops. This change might be a little more noticeable. No, again, not very noticeable. But yeah, so now it should be pretty much the correct colors. And I'll draw the rest of it using the correct colors. Doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-a-doop. Yeah, so the point of the boot shape thing isn't so that literally all boots are the exact same shape, but just so that, kind of like with the foot template thing, just so that it looks like, it's a different boot, but it's still on the same foot. It's still still the same person that's wearing the boot. Yeah. Alright, so doop-a-doop. Yeah. The feet are kind of like the legs in that I kind of give them a little leeway on how they're shaded, just because. Yeah, no, that's fine. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, and I was gonna do the metal heel. I could do that. I was gonna say I could do that as an accessory at a later stage, but I don't know if I really want to replace the legs a fourth time in this one armor set. So I should probably just add them now. Yeah, because we have enough metal introduced at this point of the progression that it'll make enough sense. It'll make plenty of sense. There's barely any more metal to be added, except for the chest piece. Alright, so I might need to cheat the heel color to be slightly different, because actually, what if instead of I did the heel last time, but what if I did the toe instead? That might make more sense. I think it's more common to have it, for whatever I do, I should do this on a separate layer, because it's going to take me a while to figure out how this is supposed to look. But, oops, clone stamp tool. Clone stamp tool. Someday I'll stop falling for your tricks. Someday. Yeah, it's going to take me a little while to figure out what this metal part of the boot is supposed to look like. I know it's not supposed to look like that. I was just yeah, that doesn't look great. I should probably do metal toe instead. That might be easier to sell. Yeah, I don't know. The other thing that I could do, before I did the metal heel, I was thinking of just putting like a emblem on the boot. I mean, I did make the boots cooler by having them, like, I don't know, look different than the boots that you'd had previously, but I don't know, that might be enough. What is this dot? What is this random dot just just hanging out right there? Just like a little bug just showed up. Decided to just hang out right there. What layer is that on? Oh, that's gonna annoy me. It's gotta be on one of the visible layers, so I've got it narrowed down. Oh, there it goes. Alright. I have no clue how that got there. Alright. Maybe I just misclicked or something. Alright, so layer 25, yeah. I did like the idea of the metal heel, but it's not looking good here. So maybe maybe it'll be like the other. Maybe it'll be like these heels that really sell it, like the heels in the back, and maybe if those heels sell it well enough, then maybe it'll be clear.